morning and welcome. It's just gone 9 o'clock and it's Saturday morning and no marks for guessing what time it's for.
It's sunrise.
It is sunrise and
Definitely.
my name is Alero Edu.
My name is Kaidi Akintemi. It's great to be here again this Saturday morning, bright and sunny. It's getting hotter and hotter by the second.
In spite of the daily rainfall.
It's amazing. I thought it's only when you're in England that you talk about weather all the time, but now it looks like you can't stop talking about the weather.
The world over, and it's all thanks to global warming.
Yes,
and El Nino and things like that. We hear all these strange names and they all have to do with the kind of weather we're having now, which is simply, I only use one word to describe it: unpredictable.
Very unpredictable.
Raining every day in November?
Yes.
Wow.
Every day. It's just amazing. And even then it rains and then you thought, okay,
it's gonna be
God,
cool.
It's gonna be cool. But the one thing I can understand is people who, when it rains and it's still warm, and they still put on cardigan. And I'm thinking...
Cardigan? I don't even own one.
I don't.
We were talking in the course of the week about when we were little, and by this time in the year, you shut all the doors, shut all the windows, you're in your sweater and you're under the blanket.
Yes.
I don't think Nigerians own blankets anymore. I don't think they even own sweaters and cardigans anymore.
I think they do. I see a few people wear them and I do wonder,
do you belong
the
here?
amount of sweat that you have. Maybe such people should live in the Sahara Desert where it's so hot they don't need cardigan or any such thing. It's just amazing.
We had a full week, didn't we? We can't even touch on all the things that took place in the course of the week, starting with ASU strike. There seems to be light at the end of the tunnel, doesn't it?
Yes, and I will not go into the details of it, but I got some messages coming through BlackBerry from different people sharing stuff, and they said, we hope that now that we have come to the end of the tunnel and we can see the light just a little bit for ASU, that another government will not come in 2015 and say, oh, this is another rubbish that was agreed and for that reason we're not paying up. We hope that this will be the end of it. Government will pay up whatever is agreed and it will do whatever is required to ensure that our students, our young people, are kept in university for the number of years that their peers all around the world are supposed to be there.
3-4 years.
That's
and
it.
For medicine, 5-6 years.
That's it. That's the way it should be, and we're hoping that that's the way it will always be in Nigeria from here on.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. And we also, the bulletproof cars will not go away. New revelations every day. And now we hear that actually 3 bulletproof cars were imported. So where is the third car? No one seems to know where it is.
There's a lot of rumor making the rounds, and at times you really don't know some of those things. Facts at times are not always available. So I always kind of tread softly when it comes to some of these rumors, especially the media that carry them.
That's what we always say in public relations. As long as you are not saying anything, you give room for all kinds of rumors, all kinds of speculations.
Yes.
Now the media has taken possession of this whole thing. We don't know what is the truth anymore because we're not getting the real, we're not getting the facts.
That's true. I know that you and I discuss something along the lines of what I'm going to say now. The fact that there is something called media space. And media space is an empty vacuum that has to be filled. It is hungry all the time.
It has to be filled.
It has to be filled. So it is whoever shouts the loudest and throws stuff into it, that's what the public will have.
That's heard.
And that becomes the truth.
And then we hear about a waiver by the Ministry of Finance, and the ministry says, we gave the waiver to Lagos State for its cars, for its sports festival that took place in 2012. So, of course, you're scratching your head and you're going, so how does a waiver issued to Lagos State end up in Koscharis? Okay, it was issued to Coscharis for the importation of Lagos State cars.
Yes, yes.
NCAA and Lagos State don't sound the same to me.
They don't, but some part of the whole thing is there's a complexity there that the average mind cannot fathom. But I think the best thing will be we're waiting for the next opportunity to have the Minister of Aviation to clear the air. And I'm expecting that during the course of this coming week she will. And in the next week or two, I guess she's probably watching this show now. And if she is, she knows that she will be on this show on Sunrise very soon to give us the depth of detail that we expect.
We hope.
I want to believe she will.
Yeah, but Nigeria is waiting to hear the true position.
Yes.
And the people deserve to know.
Yes.
They deserve to know them. Governor Chima's wife.
Okay. All right.
That's another one that's a bit complicated.
The Chima's wife story.
Yes.
You know that one is extremely complex and it's quite disturbing. And as disturbing as it is not just the fact that the story came out the way it did from somebody that is extremely credible.
Credible, yes.
Femi Falana.
Yes.
And I have a lot of respect for the man. Over the years, he's not someone I've known for a year or two, for many years, and I have great respect for him. And I'm glad he's a senior advocate now, so he doesn't take that title of senior advocate for granted, and he doesn't take it lightly. For someone of his status to come out and say, this person has been incarcerated. It means it's a really serious and grievous offense to put someone in prison in their own home.
But the husband has come and said, I didn't incarcerate her. She has health challenges and she's there for her own good.
Okay, if I know that in Nigeria there's a tendency, if somebody goes mad, the whole family will hide that person, right?
It's not mad. Please.
No, I know. I'm just, she is not mad. I'm not alluding by any chance. I'm just saying that in Nigeria, if somebody goes mad, if somebody gives birth to a able and fine child but happens to have Down syndrome, they kind of like hide that child because they think it's an embarrassment to the... But everywhere else in the world, a human being is a human being is a human being. Period. There is nothing wrong with anybody that you have to, unless they're not able to walk. And they're not able to work means that they can't come out. Not because they've been asked not to come out. Not because they're being protected by their family. Not because of anything, but they just cannot. But if you can walk, you can talk, you can move around, you have absolutely every right to walk, to come out, if you so desire. The protection of the family does not mean that it should infringe on your right to be able to express yourself or to get out. But what pains me the most about this is the fact that a lot of Nigerians, especially the young ones on Twitter, they really worry me because their responses online kind of like make me begin to wonder, because some of them are saying things like, he's the husband. He has every right to put her in any situation. And I'm thinking, no husband.
What happened to her rights? Nobody's talking about that. She's got no rights because she's the wife?
That really does worry me. If we have young men in Nigeria today who think because they are the man, they have every right to do whatever they so desire with their wives, almost as if she's a property, that really worries me.
Well, in some parts of the country, they are part of the man's chattel. They're part of his property to do with as he pleases, because he has bought her.
We will have to begin to learn in Nigeria that if we don't know it yet, this is 21st century. Please note, 21st century, a woman is not your property. You don't own her. Okay, I'm speaking for you, William.
I'm glad I'm not the one saying this. If I were the one, I would have been accused of being, running the female agenda, being feminist and all that.
No,
Well, it is true. Women do have rights.
They do have rights,
They
and
have
they're not
basic
anybody.
human
Yes.
rights. I mean,
Basic human
those
rights,
rights are not
yes.
described as men's rights. They're described as human rights.
Absolutely.
And a woman is a human being.
Yes,
Full
absolutely.
stop.
We just got to speak it out loud. No matter the circumstance, a woman should be given her right of expression and freedom, and to make her choices. And those things are, to borrow somebody's word, sacrosanct.
Indeed, indeed. Have you heard that the government is thinking of reintroducing toll gates all over the country?
Yeah, I heard that, and I was thinking, where, when, how's it going to happen?
And how are Nigerians going to react? Because they were told at one point during those petroleum price increases that the money for the toll gates the monies were being added to the price of fuel. So we have accepted the fuel increase, and now they want to give us toll gates again. What happened to the monies we're paying in the fuel price already that is supposed to take care of the toll gates?
This is another case of media space. Government has got to give more details, more explanation, and let us know.
And before they know it, they'll have Occupy Nigeria on their hands all over again.
All over again.
Because
and we're close to 2015, then it will become a case of, it's the agenda of the opposition.
Indeed, indeed. Well, there's a lot of things we still want to look at about things that happen in the course of the week, but Sunrise is very tight this morning. We're going to be looking at a lot of issues, more than normal, I promise you. So we're just going to go straight to what is Sunrise looking at this morning.
So we will be starting with that win by our under-17 this morning, and it was amazing. It was great to see. It was beautiful to watch. It's a delight, and a lot of us would love to talk about it. So we'll be looking at Golden Eaglet's victory. And
all of the news on channels 10 o'clock yesterday was just football.
It was football, yeah.
Oh my God. Nigerians and football. Right on, guys. Our team has won. We'll look at football, and then we'll go to the Anambra Stampede. What are the issues?
And then after the Anambra Stampede, we'll be taking a look at development in Cross River State. Some of you might not know, but don't worry, you'll get to hear more about it shortly on the program.
Okay, and then we'll have, it's that time of the year again, and NAPE, remember them? They're going to pay us a visit. We'll be looking at their 31st annual conference.
Yes, and after that, there is what is called Vlisco Classic Week. You will get to hear the details here on channels this morning.
And then I'm sure that you've been hearing about the Butterscotch concert. What is that? You'll hear it from us this morning. So that is our package for you this morning. We'll just take a short break, come back and start the program in earnest since we have so much to talk about. See you in just a moment.